if I was to say when I came here a year ago that right now they'd be trying to mandate you put an experimental technology in your body, and I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it is experimental. It's a different world.
Mm-hmm. What has happened more recently? You know, we saw some of the things on like Twitter and some of the posts and some of the controversy. You had a situation with a big box, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, as you guys know, there's mandates. I don't know if I can say the V word, but there's mandates going on. And, you know, I'm a big freedom guy, and I'm pretty adamant in saying that I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care. Like, I'm not a big Trump guy. I mean, we talked about that. I'm not wearing a MAGA hat. You know, I'd consider myself, you look at what I believe in, up until this year, it's kind of shifted more, but I'm a 90s Democrat. Like, basically is what my political philosophy was. Right now, the left has gone so far off the cliff. Like, they won't even accept me if I wanted to be one, right? But basically in the 90s, you know, I was like, yeah, the Clinton guy's pretty freaking cool, you know? So long story short, Kroger, which we've been talking to, and we were just about to close an agreement, a huge agreement. They're the largest grocery chain in the country.
Jeez.
They own Ralph's. They own a lot of things. You know, they put together not a mandate per se, but they're surcharging people who did not get the shot. And they're charging them extra, and they're denying them some of their benefits for being an employee. And so...
That's legal?
No, it's not, but it'll be overturned in courts.
Okay.
Once people start suing. There was just a court case today where it was, they have an injunction, I forgot what it was, but court cases are starting to come down saying you can't do it. It was on United Airlines.
Okay.
United Airlines. So my thing was, I woke up in the morning, I read this, and I normally don't make big decisions like this on my own. And my wife usually, when I do stuff like this, she's like, you're an idiot, stop. You know, but I said, Katie, I can't work with people who are denying the right to choose to their employees and treating people differently. America has a very bad history of treating people differently. It never ends well. Like, think about it. There's still people alive who survived internment camps here. Yeah. Right here, like literally right in Sacramento. Like, it's crazy. Internment camps, slavery, all these different things. Anytime you segregate two groups, it doesn't end well. So I'm like, Katie, I don't think we should do business with them until they change this. I think, and I expected, I'm like, Katie, I don't care. I just can't do it. She's like, done, do it.
Wow. So
I sent the email. I'm like, cool. Sent the email. I'm like, look, until you get rid of this mandate, we can't do business with you. And he's like, are you sure about this? I'm like, absolutely. So long story, this is the email I wrote to Kroger. So long story short, the only reason I posted it on social media, I had no idea anybody would care, was because I told people we're going to be in Kroger because the deal was that close.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I'm like, I did this, and then all of a sudden it gets retweeted by Donald Trump Jr. and all these, you know, you'd call them the right.
Yeah. Now you're the man.
Yeah. So now I've established myself as a white supremacist.
Oh no. Fuck it.
Wait, by you simply engaging in this conversation, you're a white supremacist too.
Stop it, Mark. Stop.
Can I mention I'm a Jew?
You got the star, David, right there.
I literally have a star. Somebody messaged me the other day. I hate to get off topic. He's like, well, you wear the Jewish star. Are you Jewish? I'm like, what? Who the fuck would wear a Jewish star and not be Jewish? I'm like, that's crazy. Like, that's just asking for people to fuck with you for no reason.
Oh, shit.
You know, you got to have some belief in this shit, right? So, and then it just went nuts. Next thing you know, I'm on Tim Pool. I'm on Jesse Kelly. I'm on all these, you know, cool talk shows. And the thing is, you know, what's really weird for me is I'm just a freedom guy. And I don't believe we should force people to do anything. And what really disappointed me is I expected other companies that were within Kroger, within the set, like bars, and you go through the bar section and know who I'm talking about, and they're on their Instagram preaching freedom in America, and they're grifting on this right-wing bullshit. None of them pulled their fucking bars. None of them. I'm not going to name names.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. When we die from COVID, now when we die,
That was good.
Bleep it. Just bleep it.
No, we're okay. Isn't that what they want us to say though? Right?
I don't know.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to let me call Zuckerberg. But when we die, no one gives a shit what kind of car you drive. No one cares that we're millionaires. Like, Mark, you've done well, but no one's going to remember you for your money.
Right.
Except for that rap video, which was fucking hot. I watched that the other day.
Awesome.
I felt awkward watching it. Like, it was like looking someone in the eye doing the good girl, bad girl machine.
I think you felt awkward because you weren't in it.
Why wasn't I invited, dude?
I don't know. We'll have to do another one.
I'm down. So when we die, like, no one's going to give a shit about how much money we made. People are going to remember me, like my kids who I coach in high school. They're going to remember me for show them how to deadlift or make them strong enough to go to state. You know, they're going to remember us for the charitable work we did, for the lives we changed, for the people we affected. They don't care about money. And I don't want my kids or anybody I know to think that, okay, this guy talked a big game, but when he had an opportunity to stand up, he didn't do anything. And I thought for sure I would be the catalyst. I thought for sure that if I did this, that other companies would be like, yeah, this is not cool. Stop. And if 3 other companies did it, Kroger would have reversed it. Unfortunately, you know, people just don't have the balls. And that's why you got to look at these people grifting. Like, they're online and they're like, they're playing this right wing or left wing, but do they really believe what they're doing? Or are they just doing it for the money? Are they just saying these sound bites for the money? I actually believe in what I believe in. And if I believe in something, I will die for that cause. I will die on that hill, 100%. And that's what I have an issue with, is when people present themselves as something that they're not. I'm not a fan.
Power Project family, how's it going? Now on this podcast, Mark, Andrew, and I, we talk about fasting a lot. We talk about the ketogenic diet and a lot of different types of diets, but Bubs Naturals has a product. They have the collagen protein, which is amazing. They have these apple cider vinegar gummies, which are like crack, but they have
They are.
they have these MCT oil powder packets that I've never used to do this, but in the morning I'll wake up and I'll put it in coffee, and the smoothness, number one, in terms of the mixing is amazing, but the consistency of my energy through the day because of the MCT oil powder is peak. Andrew, how's your experience with it?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. It's like the best way to start the day. You're satiated, you're energized, and you're just ready to crush the day. So if you guys want to get in on this MCT oil powder, head over to bubsnaturals.com and at checkout, enter promo code PowerProject to save 20% off your entire order. Again, Bubs Naturals, promo code PowerProject to save 20% off. Links to them down in the description as well as the podcast show notes.
Is it easy though? Like, for example, if other companies pulled their bars, I don't know the intricate aspects of this level of business, but since they already have deals with Kroger, can they just pull it? Like, there's going
to be a contractual out. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's going to be something there. And even if there isn't, you just don't supply them.
Fair.
You just don't supply them. I mean, you stop. Just like, for example, the trucker thing. They're like, no, we're just going to park our trucks. And granted, it's not as big as parking trucks. Trucks are big. Like, we're basically just saying, no, we're not going to supply you until you change this. And I don't think it's a big ask. It's literally a $50 surcharge. It's not really that big of a deal, but it is. What does it lead to? Like, you got to look at like, oh, well, just shut down for 2 weeks. Bro, it's 2 years later. And we are still, now Tennessee never did anything. We don't care. Everybody, there's no one left in Tennessee. We all died. We didn't do any of this. But then I fly to California, I fly to New York, I fly to these other places. I'm like, that 2 weeks, that really worked out for you, right? Oh, just wear the mask. And then you look at what they're doing, then mandates. If I was to say when I came here a year ago, that right now they'd be trying to mandate you put an experimental technology in your body, and I'm not saying it doesn't work, but it is experimental. Would you be like, dude, you're nuts. You're a right-wing conspiracy theorist.
That's what a lot of people were saying, yeah.
So the thing is, you got to look at what it opens up. Like, you got to realize Nazi Germany. And again, I'm not saying that a vaccine is Nazi Germany. There's a lot of parallels, though. But look at it this way. They didn't just all of a sudden go like, hey, let's kill the Jews.
Careful, because that Star Wars chick made the same thing. Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah, you're right.
Talk about, never mind.
Yeah, Mandalorian girl.
Yeah, was she Jewish, though?
Gina Carano.
I don't know if she was Jewish.
I got the Jew card, bro.
You do. Let's go.
I do have the Jew card, man.
Whoopi Goldberg got canceled.
But she's not even Jewish. She just stole her name.
I know.
How dare she steal Goldberg? That's like the Jewishest name in the book. I'm offended. That's misappropriation of Jewish language.
Where did she get that last name, though? Is it her family name?
No, she made it up.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's literally just she's like picked up. Well, I mean, if you're going into Hollywood, you might as well go Goldberg. Like we own the fucking city.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of
Real
sense.
talk. And I'm happy you're saying this right now, and I can laugh on my end.
You know what's funny? This topic is the one topic a Jewish guy has more leeway than a black guy.
Yeah, you do. You really do right now. I'm enjoying it.
The Holocaust is our N word. Okay, it's like, dude, you can't say that.
Woo, Mark.
Someone came up to me and was like,
Mark is straddling a line right now. He's just balancing real good.
He's pushing that line
Really
over.
good.
I wore the star for a reason today.
It's all out too. You're like,
Because
hey.
you can't tell people are Jewish a lot of the time.
That's true. You can't.
I mean, except my brother. That dude looks really Jewish.
Why? Like, what's the look?
He's got the tiny head like I do, but a bigger nose.
I knew it.
And he's bald. For some reason, I just think of, when I see a Jewish guy, I just see a bald guy with a yarmulke.
I have a question, actually,
Yeah.
real quick. So, why don't you wear a yarmulke? Is that like a thing that you can just choose to wear and choose to not?
Yeah, so I'm not, so for me, Judaism is more of a heritage thing.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not going to temple. I don't do the whole, like, we are very bad Jews. But for me, it's a heritage thing.
Okay. Okay.
And of course, it's like, this way I can tell the jokes.
People get hung up on people having money. So in your case with this situation with Kroger,
Yeah.
would the less mature, less financially well-off Marc Lobliner make the same decision with Kroger, do you believe?
That's a tough one because I don't know.
I
if
mean, you got
guys
money
remember-
now, so you can be like, fuck it, man. I don't
Well,
care.
I mean, dude, I don't know if I'll ever have enough money where over $1 million isn't money. You know, like that's still a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it depends. 24-year-old Mark, I would have probably been like, yeah, we just need to look the other way. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'd like to say my ethics are without bounds, but being broke
no,
sucks
situation
too.
matters, yeah.
I think from 33 on, I think I had the wherewithal. I also don't know if my ethics were set at that point. I don't know if I had the ethical compass I have now. That took time. So right now, I would literally drive myself to the poorhouse to keep my ethics intact. Back then, I was so fearful of failing that I would have probably just been like, no, we're going to take the deal. So I've changed. Like we've all changed. Like since we've known each other, I've changed. Since last year, I've changed. Like think about what's happened in the last year.
You've changed a lot since I first met you, yeah.
I mean, think about what's happened in the last year. Think about everything from not the pro card stuff, but I literally became a full-time coach. Like you're obviously growing yourself. Like I see you're more in tune with health and fitness and just being healthy.
Right.
Like you're probably the most biohacking healthy motherfucker I know. Like you walk for
Appreciate it.
12 hours. Did you do 20,000 steps a day?
I did 20,000 steps a day for like a month, and now it's kind of just burned into me at this point.
Where are
But
you
you also
walking?
did 100,000 steps in one day, right? Was
Did
it
you?
100?
Were you just walking the whole day?
Yeah, in one day I walked the entire day.
What kind of shoes were you wearing? Because I need to get those shoes.
I got to switch them up quite a bit, but shoes like this kind of work a lot. Just like
Really?
almost like loafers or sandals or something can work really good just because they're super comfortable.
Hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel because we continue to bring you
Peak content on this channel. Obviously, you guys are here. You guys have watched the whole video. So like, comment, subscribe. All right. See you later.